A grim outlook on the future of California's economy now bringing forth a surprising proposal to balance the budget, which would be to close more of the state's prisons.
So why is it that we continue to invest in systems that are not enriching our community, but more so harming our community? And why can't we invest in systems that prevent our communities from being the ones incarcerated? You know, we do not want to see our communities as feeder systems to the prison system.
Wait till you see how much the state is spending to keep people incarcerated and why those opposed to the plan argue shutting down prisons will do the opposite of keeping communities safe.
The Trump administration is now one step closer to conducting new oil drilling here in California and also in Florida. A look at what areas the state's coasts are being targeted and why the White House says these plans will guarantee economic prosperity.
Several Democratic lawmakers now incurring the president's wrath following a public service announcement to U.S. service members. What they're now warning troops against doing and why the president considers it a way of inciting violence.
And we've got some thick, dense fog out there right now, and that is what you are looking at. Visibilities are way down this morning. Coming up, we're going to track those visibilities for you and let you know just how much longer this fog is going to last.
You're watching Fox 26, and now, great day.
We begin this 5 o'clock hour of Great Day on a Friday with a live look at the Bay Bridge, where the outlook there certainly clear. Drivers able to go to and fro with roughly no problems whatsoever, and yet here in the valley it is a much different picture. Quite the contrast that we are about to see. Good morning to you on this Friday again. TGIF, I'm Liz Gonzalez.
I'm Carl Cook.
And I'm Justin Willis. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it was pretty
driving like this.
Yeah, pretty socked in out there this morning. I want to say visibility is 200 feet. Gotta be.
Yeah.
We're saying quarter mile or less. It's definitely less. So you're definitely going to want to take it easy heading out the door this morning. So let's take a look and see what's going on. You're going to want to give yourself plenty of time as you're heading out this morning. It's going to be it is 49 degrees outside right now. Winds are calm though. Dew point is at 48 there. And here is the rest of your day. So after that fog burns off, we're thinking it might burn off about 8 or 9 o'clock this morning. But after that, we'll start off with mostly cloudy skies there at 10 a.m. 52 degrees at that time. Skies will start to clear out as the day goes on. At noon, it'll be 55, and we should be nice and clear by 5 o'clock there. 56 degrees at that time. Winds will be very light out there for you today as well. Now, again, give yourself plenty of time to get where you're going this morning because it is very foggy out there. It is our next weather maker, and it's making quite a fuss out there for us. We'll track this fog for you coming up in just a few.
All right, thanks so much. California has a budget problem. Just how much? A projected $18 billion next year and $35 billion the following year. That's according to the Legislative Analyst's office. It says too much money is being spent, not enough is coming in. The governor and a group of Californians known as the Californians United for a Responsible Budget say that the answer is simple: close the state's prisons. According to the LAO, each year California pays $127,800 for every person whose address is a state prison. Multiply that by all of the people incarcerated in our state. The most recent figure from the Public Policy Institute has it at roughly 94,000 people. That was from 2023. That is $12 billion at least. Governor Gavin Newsom has been adamant that this is proof of a failing system.
2/3 of folks, the senator says, coming out of the prison every single year, or at least within 3 years, violate some probation order or commit another damn crime. I mean, 2/3, and we perpetuate that system and we call that system somehow public safety oriented. Where's the public safety in that?
Rehabilitation has long been brought up as an answer to that. Help the incarcerated through rehabilitation, education, and training. Help the state budget and help make communities safer. Voters in the state overwhelmingly agreed when they passed Proposition 36 last year to hold people accountable for their crimes.
We should be spending money on safety, on affordability, and on reducing the cost of living by getting government out of the way, not by shutting down essential services.
Governor Newsom says the state can save about $150 million each year when a prison is closed, which is part of his plan to close a $12 billion budget deficit. Now, the map that you're about to see shows the prisons around the state that have already been closed or deactivated in just the last few years. We don't have that map. The nearly $18 billion budget problem isn't a surprise, according to Senate Budget Committee Vice Chair Roger Niello. The Republican from Sacramento County says that he's been pushing for more research to be done on the effectiveness of state programs.
And I've been calling for the last 3 years for the Department of Finance to do a in-depth analysis of ongoing programs to assess their effectiveness versus what was expected when they were started. And additionally, their sustainability, because there may be some that are effective, but their rate of growth is unsustainable, and we'd need to take a look at that. Until we take that hard look at the underlying data, we're going to continue to have that structural deficit, and it'll probably continue to grow.
Tonight at 10, our Carl Cook will have more from the vice chair about what concerns he has for the budget moving forward if things don't change.
It's 5:05 and a live look now at Highway 99 and Clinton Avenue in Fresno. Well, the computer's kind of freezing up on us there, but you can see how foggy it is. That picture was an actual representation of what we're dealing with right now. And look at the fog tracker right now. These are your visibilities. Quarter mile or less in a lot of places. In Fresno, we are at an eighth of a mile. So we're looking at really 200 feet of visibility. You can't really see that far in front of you. And look at this stretches really all the way from Merced all the way down into the southern parts of Tulare and Kings counties there. Half a mile visibilities in Hanford and Visalia, 3/4 up in Merced there, quarter mile in Porterville. We've got thick, dense fog all over the valley here this morning, so all of us really need to take it easy out there on the roads and slow down. This advisory, though, you can see it stretches all the way up past Sacramento this morning, but for our area here, it's going to last until about 10 o'clock this morning for this dense fog advisory here. Getting up into the foothills there. It looks like maybe the west side might be okay. That advisory doesn't stretch over there, but all along that 99 corridor, it's definitely going to be a little dicey out there. So please take it easy, slow down, use those low beams. Give yourself plenty of time today for sure to get where you are going. All right, so that system that brought us a little bit of rain yesterday has now shifted to the south there, right along with that cold front there. And everything's getting ready to push through there. It's getting a push from that low pressure system out in the Pacific there. And you can kind of see Southern California still dealing with some rain there. But we're done with it for today. In fact, we didn't really get that much. We were projecting up to 1/4 of an inch of rain for a lot of us, and most of us only saw about 1/10 of an inch out of this. However, there is still a winter weather advisory going on up in the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada today. That should expire this afternoon, but we're looking at another few inches of snow higher up and maybe about 35-40 mile an hour winds up there in the mountains there. Again, the rest of that system there, that low pressure system, still bringing plenty of rain to the desert regions and to parts of Southern California. It'll kind of stay there throughout the morning and then start to back off early this afternoon. San Diego, though, could probably still be dealing with a little bit of rain there Saturday morning here before everything gets out of here, and then we just have some partly cloudy skies there in the week leading up to Thanksgiving. So how much did we get out of this system that just came through? Again, it wasn't a lot. Looks like Delano got the most out of just over 1/3 of an inch there. Mariposa got just over 1/4 of an inch there. The rest of us, Fresno got just over 1/10 of an inch, and then it wasn't really much else up in Merced. Madera, Visalia, trace amounts, if anything. Same for Avenal there. Up in the mountains, though, definitely got over 1 foot of snow up at Tioga Pass there. China Peak, not much there either, and Shaver Lake just a little bit there. We got Sequoia National Park, though, getting about 3/4 of an inch there. So it wasn't a lot, but still that advisory is in place for today for those higher elevations. In the meantime, here's what we got for you. Today, after the fog, it'll be partly cloudy and 58 degrees, staying below normal there. Closer to normal tomorrow at a 62, and we are expecting fog tomorrow morning as well, so prepare yourselves for that. And Sunday morning, it's going to be, we're not expecting fog just yet, but never say never. Partly cloudy Sunday, 61 degrees, 40s for your overnight lows. Up next, we'll get a look at the rest of your highs and lows across the San Joaquin Valley.
This holiday season, families are doing their best to make ends meet, even as many are facing hunger. But together, we can make sure that they have a full meal at their holiday table. Sinclair is partnering with Feeding America for Sinclair Cares Fill the Food Banks. You can scan the QR code right there on your screen to help families put food on the table in our local communities. Every dollar donated helps provide up to 10 meals. Help make sure families have what they need to celebrate this holiday. You could see lower prices for some essentials at the grocery store soon. Which products from Brazil will likely see a dip in prices, and why the president enacted tariffs in that country in the first place.
Hi, I'm Monty Torres with Fox 26 News on YouTube. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, where we have loads of great content for you to choose from. And while you're here, why not click on the subscribe button right here? That way you can stay in touch with all the latest breaking news, everything news related within the Central Valley. And thank you for watching.